Good morning. It's Facebook Live today, Thursday, and I have a couple of things I wanted to share with you today. First was my daughter Talia is madly in love with Spearmint. I don't know what happened, but she just really took a liking to it, and she begged me today to talk about Spearmint because she wants you all to know about it too. So Spearmint is the oil of the day, and I was curious what it was about it that she really, really liked. So I kind of looked it up to look about what the constituents are, or constituents. Yeah, that's right. That's the right word. And it's very, very spearminty, very much like chewing gum. Actually, I've put it in the diffuser a couple of times and gone, is somebody chewing gum? It's very similar to chewing gum. So it is a lovely oil, and it's quite uplifting. It actually, the fragrance is said to open and release emotional blocks and bring about a feeling of balance and lasting sense of well-being. So I guess Talia is sporting the well-being feeling, which is awesome. And she's using it for everything. So whenever there's anything going on in the house, whenever, we decide what we're going to be diffusing, or we want to put something in the car or in the kitchen or whatever, this is the one she's grabbing. It's quite fun. Mix it with a bit of orange in your diffuser, and that's just a lovely, lovely blend as well. Really great for the kids too. So this one is actually from Utah, China is where it's grown, and it is steam distilled from the leaves. So the leaves are where we're getting all that strong fragrance from. And I was going to look up actually if it's an HP product. I think it might be. Well, it is, because it's now one of the plus oils. So we can use them. We can use this for food flavoring. So Spearmint, what would you put it in? You could definitely put it in your water and make it taste quite minty. And probably you could put it in maybe like a chocolate, something chocolatey that you were making. Spearmint and chocolate might be yummy together. I'll look up some more recipes as to where the spearmint would be best used. I did put it in something and I didn't like it. I think maybe it was my smoothie, and it wasn't a go for me, but it might be for you. So try it, experiment with it with your food flavoring, and see where you go with it. And you'll be emotionally balanced, and you'll have a great sense of well-being with the Spearmint. So today Facebook Live is brought to you by Spearmint. Compliments of Talia. Thank you, Talia. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about how to decide how to use an oil. So we were having this discussion, my husband and I was like, oh, thanks, I braided my hair. Yes, it's getting really long, so I had to do something with it. So my husband and I were talking about how do you figure out where to put an oil, or how to put it on, or what to, what do you diffuse it? Do you put it on? Do you put it in your food? How do you know? Like, there's so many ways to use an oil. And do you sometimes get frustrated or just kind of like not use an oil because it's like, well, I don't even know what to do with it. So there's some basic ways that I use to figure out how to use an oil. And that is based on how we were actually taught to use the oil. So the three basic ways, of course, are topically, infusing, or inhaling, and ingesting. So those are the three main ways of using an oil. And I find that some oils I use topically do different things than what they do when I inhale them or diffuse them, and which would do different than if I was using it for food flavoring as well. So different ways of the oils get into our bodies help us and support us in different ways. But it again go with what you're drawn to do. And that's where I find the best growth for me is if I just check in and see how this oil, what's the best way to use this oil? How is the best way going to be to use this homework helper oil? Is it going to be great in the diffuser? Is it going to be great applied to my temples or applied to the back of my neck? Where am I going to put that? So looking at how you want to use the oil, what you're trying to support, will help to direct you first in the direction of where you need to go first with diffusing it or using it topically. So are you working with wound care? Are you working with something that's topical on the skin? So whether you've got a muscle that's strained, or maybe you've got a skin, something that's happening with on your skin, you're probably going to be using a topical oil for that kind of application. If you are working with your mood, so let's say you've got something going on emotionally, how you're feeling, or maybe you've got some fears or some stress or some anxiety or some things that are just maybe feeling unsettled, maybe you're feeling ungrounded. Inhalation is probably going to be the best way to use that oil to help support you in that way. And did you know that if you have a bath, you're getting the oils both ways. So you're getting them topically and through inhalation, which is awesome. And you're also getting a bit of stress relief in the bath as well. So the fastest way, if you're using it for your mood, the fastest way of using the oils is through inhalation. So let's just say I was feeling just kind of unbalanced and kind of going like, I just really not feeling grounded in myself. So I'll take the oil, put a drop on my hand, and then I might just kind of ask the oil. So, okay, here's a secret. And I hope you don't think I'm too crazy. But just comment below if this happens to you too. But sometimes my oils talk to me. So that means, like, I don't really hear an audible voice or anything, but I just might get a sensation of where to put an oil or how to use an oil. So when I am grabbing for an oil, I really will check in and see, where does this oil want to go? And sometimes it goes on places that I wouldn't normally put them. Shiloh says, I like that oils talk to you. Thanks, Shiloh. I'm glad you don't think I'm too crazy. And I hope the oils talk to you too. So the other day, oh yes, she said they do. Yes, good. Shiloh, thank you. The other day I was needing to feel grounded. And so I grabbed, what oil did I grab? It could have been frankincense. Oh, it was abundance actually, because I wanted to feel grounded in abundance, and I wanted to move through the feelings of not having enough, or feeling scarcity in my life, or not giving myself the time that I needed to heal, or whatever it is that I was going through. So I took a bit of abundance and I actually put it on the back of my tailbone, just at the bottom of my tailbone. I've never done that before. So that kind of just came to me as I was using that abundance and going, hey, like, the base of my spine is a really good grounding spot. We want to be solid there, and so that's where the oil really wanted to go. So Shiloh's saying she doesn't listen. Listen, Shiloh, pay attention. And it's just tiny. It's just might be like on the back of your neck, or I should put this on my wrists, or maybe on my feet would be a really good place to put this. So I try to follow that as closely as I can. So I'm going to show you this inhalation for mood. So I'm going to use the Spearmint for mood, putting a drop on. I got 2. And because it's mood I'm working with, right now I'm actually just going to inhale it. I don't even need to put it on anywhere. I just want to get that into my body the fastest way I possibly can. So I'm going to activate it and then breathe it in. So that's the quickest inhalation way. And whatever I have left, I'm going to put on the back of my neck, because that's where I kind of got guided to do. So applying it to the back of my neck. The fastest way to get oils through your whole body is through the soles of your feet, because they have the largest skin pores. So putting on oils on the bottom of your feet, and your body sucks those up and gets it up through the cells in your whole body really, really quickly. So I do that with thieves a lot, if I want that thieves going through my whole body in a really quick way for myself and for the kids. I'll also do it with an oil that I don't really like the smell of. So not all oils are appealing, truthfully. They're made from plants, and some plants smell awesome like a rose, and some plants are kind of, I wouldn't be my first pick, like valerian. Valerian's very strong, pungent smell, but very powerful, extremely powerful. So I like to put that one on my feet and then cover them up quick with socks. So I'm still getting that benefit, but I don't have to be smelling it all the time. So other ways of applying to your skin. So I've just applied it straight, neat. That's called neat. And I'm applying it neat because I've been using oils for quite a while, and so my body is quite accustomed to them. But if you're new to oils, then you need to be diluting them. And I would put, you can do like a 3 to 5% dilution, which converts to about 1 teaspoon of a carrier oil, which could be coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, any of those thicker kind of oils, not butter, but those kind of carrier oils with 3 drops of essential oil. So 1 teaspoon of carrier oil, 3 drops of essential oil, and that'll give you a 3% dilution. And that's pretty safe for you for an adult to use pretty much anywhere on your body. Like, of course, not in your eyes or any other mucous membranes probably isn't a good idea, but topically on the skin is great to do. So diluting, if you're very fairly new with using oils, using them in a compress is also great too. So putting them in a spray, and we've made sprays here before, so you can go back through and search for different sprays that would be considered topically, through a bath as well, and a massage. So that's another great way to all the love and hearts. Thank you, Shiloh. A great way to get the oils into your skin is through a massage. So have your partner or your kids even dilute some oils into carrier oil and get them rubbing on your shoulders, and make that feel really good. Diffusing. We talked about mobile diffusers last time, I believe. And so that's one way of diffusing is through an actual device. So something that plugs in or something that has a battery and that's going to diffuse the oil into the air. You can also do it how I did it. This would be considered inhaling or diffusing just the way I did it this way. You can just put some oils in a cotton ball too, place it near your bed or in your workstation. So if you're in an area where you don't want to be diffusing a ton of oils, just apply it onto something like a tissue or a cotton ball and place that near where you're going to be, so that you're going to get that wafting in, but it's not going to fill the whole area. It's just going to be just for you. And then ingesting. So we can ingest our oils through water, and just a drop of oil in your water of any of the plus oils, probably not all of them, but just check and see which ones would be great for ingesting. And I shake it up before I take a sip so that I make sure, because oil and water don't mesh together, right? So you need to give them a little bit of emulsification so that they're blended together. So add a drop in, shake that up, and then have your water, being sure that you're not using a plastic water bottle or cup, because the oil will leach into that plastic. So use glass or stainless steel or ceramics, probably is good too. So I hope I've been a little bit more clear and helped you identify what way of using the oil. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. The oil is going to get into you through our skin, and whether you're inhaling it or whether you're applying it topically, it's still going to get in and do its job. So don't stress too much about it, but listen to those little guys talking and see what they say to you. And it could be just a feeling that you have of, oh, I should put this wherever. Oh, I've never thought of that before, and just kind of go with that. So that's our Facebook Live for today. Thank you for joining me, and do clean your diffusers, because that's really important. Get the longer life out of them, and join our group. RDYL with Therese. That stands for Real Deal with Therese. No, Real Deal YL. Real Deal Young Living with Therese. Sorry, I don't even know my own group. And join us there. I do have some fun things coming up for Christmas, and I think some of you got a sneak peek. I had made a post and posted it earlier than what I intended. So there's one special post on the group today, if you have a look at it today. Otherwise, it will be gone, and it'll be coming back next month for a special series that we have going on, and I'll give you more details as I have them. So that's it for today. Enjoy your Thursday, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.